One thing you want to say that you don't think that I think you would want to say.
What?
What is one thing that you would want to say that you don't think that I would know you would want to say? Like something that you want to say that I don't know or I've never heard you say before.
Girl, you look good. Won't you back that ass up? What is the one thing that stands out about me that you appreciate?
How chocolate and sexy you are. You look like a little. September 15th is gonna be a year we've been here. Are you excited?
I mean, yeah, down here in Atlanta, cool, man. It's just, you know, niggas down here country as hell. But other than that, though, man, you know what I'm saying? This shit great.
Do you miss home?
A lot of people at my job ask me that, man, if I miss New York. And I tell them, no. I don't miss that shit at all.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Cassidy, and we're back with the second of our Q&A part 2. I finally was able to catch up with this guy. He's got school and work and everything. So I know everybody was asking when was the video going to be put out. So I apologize first for it taking so long, but again, life happens, so what could we do? If you haven't seen the first Q&A that we had, this one is relatively the same, but we asked the people who asked the questions to be a little more creative. So this is what I like more. Hopefully we could do a part 3 or maybe even a different topic. Maybe an all girls theme. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But if you guys want to see all about this Q&A, it's going to be relationships. Not so much marriage this time, because that one was a little more personal. But this one is going to be relationships, love, you know, the good stuff and the good stuff. Right?
Yeah, what she said.
So guys, if you want to see what this Q&A is about, stay right here. Hey guys, so we're going to go with the questions that we got from Facebook first. I feel like relatively those were the most creative, so yeah, we're going to start with
Facebook
those.
Seems to have a lot of creative questions for us, man.
Alright, the first question I'm going to go with is from Kay. It's this girl I went to military school with. It's a very sweet girl. I liked her question. It was personal but creative at the same time. It was very different. So her question was, so you and I met in Challenge, correct, which was military school. We were 16 and 17 around that time. Actually, I was 15, 16, but okay. And you was with him then. How did you guys manage to stay together all these years? Was it hard? Not many of us can say we're still with the same guy we talked about in Challenge. Laugh out loud.
Well, for me, it's just, you know, it's just somebody I grew, how can I say, like, my feelings were, you know how they say, you know, you have like strong feelings, or my feelings were like really strong.
But not to cut you off. First, I'm going to answer, is it hard, is it easy? I'm not going to say it's easy because we had about maybe a 2 or 3 year split.
Something like that.
Yeah, something around there. So, no relationship is perfect. And we've been together since I was 15. He was 17. And we had a little split in our 20s for about 2 or 3 years. So, no, it wasn't easy, but
I mean, you know, we worked to come back together, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing I could say, like, you know, we know how to, you know, put everything aside or set everything aside and, you know, just work on moving forward instead of like not talking, but, you know, stepping forward instead of going backwards.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everything is not perfect. People make mistakes. I mean, when we first got together, we were kids. We weren't adults. So our relationship as kids and as adults is really different. And I also feel like our relationship was built on friendship. We were friends before we even
did anything.
Before we even became anything. And our friendship was relatively strong. I mean, no judgment, but it's because the person I was dating before him was a friend in common of ours. So we were allowed to be friends. And as we became more and more friends, then we realized that we kind of liked each other. So, you know, it's more history built on it. It wasn't like a physical thing, or, you know, it was built on, what I want to say, it was built on
a foundation of friendship first. And
yeah, so you know, when the building was able to be built, you know, it wasn't easy to knock down. If that makes any sense.
So basically, she was feeling the kid. You know what I'm saying?
You feeling yourself. Next question I have is from Letitia Brewington. Hi, Tisha.
Tisha!
How do we keep the marriage so fresh? Again, this was something built over a friendship, and when people look at us, please do not think that this is perfect. We never argue, we never fight, things never happen. That is not the truth.
Shit happens, man.
Shit happens. We have arguments, disagreements, all of that. I mean, we keep it fresh because at the end of the day, we have a common bond, which is a friendship, and our children. And now we have a marriage. So it's something worth more working for. You know, when you have a relationship, it's not really anything there. Now we got a piece of paper saying we decided in an agreement to be with each other for a lifetime. So to me, I feel like that's something worth fighting for. Like, I wouldn't go to jail for my boyfriend, but I go to jail for my husband. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, we keep it fresh because this is what it is. We in this relationship for the long haul, and we find ways to keep it creative. What do you say?
You took the words right out of my mouth. It's just, you know, you just gotta work on. It's just like this, man. If you've been with somebody, let's just say, more than 7 years, typically are married. You know what I'm saying? And if you can stand that person and they can stand you, and you guys could, you know, go on into something like what we have, then, you know, it'll work out. It'll work itself out. You know, you don't want to always, you know, try your hardest to do something, and, you know, it might fail. You know what I'm saying? So
if you guys are in a relationship and you love each other, it's effortless. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have disagreements. You're gonna have arguments.
You know what I'm saying?
Things happen.
Nothing's perfect. If this world was meant to be perfect, everybody will be good. But evidently, it's not. So, you know, we just try.
I could put my whole foot in his ass.
It's just. The
next question we have, I'll let you read this one. It's from Ayana. Hi, Ayana.
What's up, killer?
I'll let you read this one.
Alright, this one says, okay, here's my real question. You guys are on your dream vacation, and this beautiful, badass chick keeps popping up and being extra friendly. Extra friendly to you, Cassidy. She is a local and you guys click. She's showing you around. She's showing you around the island off the resort. On your last day, she tells you she wants to have a threesome with you and your husband. What would you do?
I'll let you answer first.
Come on, man. Seriously? I mean, you know, if I'll put it to you like this, man. We only live once, right?
Definitely.
So if y'all feel y'all got to jump out that window, and you know she's attractive looking, shorty feeling you, she might have been looking at the kid, she want to get it popping. Like, who knows when the next time we gonna come back on this island?
You're only
You know?
gonna see her one time. I mean, I feel like this. If both parties are in agreement, meaning girlfriend, the husband, whoever, if both parties are in agreement and you both feel like she's of quality,
Right.
do what's necessary.
No, take a little bullet wound, stab hole.
I mean, you do what you gotta
do.
do.
What you gotta do, man.
You know?
But you know, we only.
But
live
safety's
once,
first. That's all I can say. Safety is
safety's first.
definitely first. And I don't know, one thing I could say definitely in our lifetime, like people may think like, oh, 30 is very young to get married. I mean, at least in our community, people may think 30 is young to get married. But I can relatively say as a young woman, I've completely lived my life. And we've experienced a lot of things together. Can you say that?
Yeah. We, you know,
So, I mean,
dibble and dabble a little.
you know, a little something.
You know.
So, I mean,
Ain't nothing wrong.
if the opportunity was there and we both in agreement with it, I mean, it can't go down while I ain't there. But if I'm there and, you know, we both in agreement with it, definitely.
You know.
It's from, oh, another one from Kay. After all these years, how do you keep him wanting only you? Let me just say this. I don't think it's one thing that I can do personally or any woman can do personally, except, you know, keep yourself up to par, keep yourself looking attractive. I mean, that's the most thing you can do. But a man will be a man. I mean, if he's gonna do him, he's gonna do him. It's a choice. It just depends on what kind of man you have. I'll say that. Me, I don't really go looking for anything. I don't really have trust issues. I could say, you know, I kind of know if something is off, but I mean, unless it's clear and day, I don't really go and look for it. But for the most part, I mean, it's a choice. I mean, if he really loves me, then that's what he wants. Only me. And then, I mean, it's not nothing that I do.
Yeah, and then another thing, like, you know, not to, you know, knock my fellas, you got, you know, you do what you do, but, you know, sometimes you give females a reason to do what they do and play Magnum PI. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, she's everything. Like, you know, she does everything. I don't need to go out and search and look, and, you know, I just rather this one headache right here than a bunch of other headaches.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about it, man. You know, she calling you, yo, you don't spend time with me, and then, you know, your main, yo, what are you doing outside, and blah. Nah, not with that. So, you know, I'd rather just one, and, you know, whatever happens after us, you know, which I don't think it'll never go that route, but, you know, everything's off limits, you know, once we, you know, separate, and if, you know, we do what we do, I don't think that I will be faithful to another female. I'm just being honest.
Let me just say this one thing. Like I said, a man will do what a man gonna do. Like, I mean, Holly Berry's been cheated on. I mean, she's a beautiful woman.
No.
It doesn't necessarily mean what you do. You just be yourself. And if a person can genuinely just appreciate and love you for who you are, and they feel like they need to step outside, or they're that greedy, then
it wasn't meant to be there.
Definitely.
It wasn't meant to be.
Moving on. Next question is from Lakia Pretty P. Lee. Hello, Lakia. When did you realize you couldn't see past him? Like being okay that he will be your last, your everything, and that he actually deserves you? Well, like I said before, we had a split for a couple of years, and just the bond that he had with his kids, number one. I mean, when you have a split, sometimes it doesn't always, like co-parenting and everything, doesn't exactly go the way you want it to go. And just seeing how we was able to still be friends and everything after, you know, we split and stuff like that. When I had my daughter's father pass away, okay, it was very hard. My daughter was very small. What was she, like 1? She just turned 1, and my oldest was very young as well too. And it's crazy, you're in another relationship and you're not with this person that you were with first anymore, but this is the first person that's on your line, You understand what I'm saying? Like, things like that I'll take into consideration. Somebody who just thinks about you no matter what the situation is. Or, you know, I've never had any problems with him fathering his kid. So just things like that made our already friendship grow back into a relationship, which made me realize, like, I mean, when we had our split, you know, dating and stuff like that, that shit is a headache, okay? If you could find one person that you feel like, whether you know or not if they do them, one person that you trust, you're sexually attracted to, and is good for your motherfucking children, I mean, that's like a home run. It's very rarely, in my eyes, that you can find that. It's always something. I mean, a lot of people I know, if he's good in bed, he's a dog. If he's not a dog, he's not a good father. Like, it's just never 3 in a row. Like, so for me, it was like a home run, if that makes any sense. Somebody you're attracted to, you don't have to worry about trust-wise, and completely goes over and beyond for their kids. It was a home run for me. So with that being said, I didn't feel like I wanted to date or anything. I felt like, let's work on this, build this back where it needs to be, and make it last. Now we're gonna go with the Instagram questions. The first question I have is from JR529122. Is it alright for a man to have 2 women at the same time and in living relationship if he's being real and upfront?
Read that again. Is it alright for a man to have 2 women at the same time in living relationship if he's being real?
I mean, I put it to like this, big homie. If you telling this to both women and they respect it, then I mean, do you, kid? Like, you know, I mean, you being real with them. You ain't lying. You ain't saying, nah, I ain't messing with nobody. But yet behind her back, you like this with the next one. You know what I'm saying? But if you being real with her and you being real with her, if they can't respect the realness, then I mean, you a man. Man gonna do what he gotta do. You know, some men are different. You know, some men get married and then, you know, have a girlfriend on the side. Or, you know what I'm saying? Have 2 girlfriends, have 3 girlfriends. Where in some countries that shit is popping. You can have 10,000 girlfriends and none of them is gonna get mad at each other. You know what I'm saying? But if you know, if you keep it real with them, you know, if you keeping it 100, you know, and you know they with it, then knock yourself out.
My answer to that would be, like he said, I mean, if they're in agreement with it, and again you're being upfront, then I mean, what would be the problem? But my thing is, when you're not in agreement, meaning they don't know and you're doing it and they're not aware, then that's a dangerous situation. So it all depends. Next question is from Nydia. Hi Nydia. How do you come to a compromise when both disagree with each other?
You know, if we keep disagreeing with each other on certain things, then 9 times out of 10, put the ball in her court.
If we disagree on something, let's say it's something like who he hangs with or something like that. I mean, this is disagreements. I'm just going to say what I have to say about it and I'm going to leave it there. He can do what he wants from there, but it's just important that you know and understand how I feel about it. If it's something that can affect our family, then I mean, we're gonna have to come to a compromise. So meaning we can say what we want to say, get heated about it, but at the end of the day, we're gonna sit to the table and figure it out what it is that we can do to solve it.
Come to some kind of agreements where whatever whatever y'all gotta compromise or whatever the situation is, y'all just gotta come to agreements and make it work for the both of y'all guys.
Yeah. Next question. Oh, from Nydia again. When introducing new sex positions to your mate, should you discuss it first before doing it, or should you just go for it?
You ever seen that Nike commercial? And at the end of the Nike commercial, say just do it, right?
I say it too. I mean, unless you're bringing somebody else in there, I don't really see what will be the discussion about. And really, to me, I mean, if it's passionate enough, it's not really nothing to discuss. A lot of time, I mean, we live with each other and been living with each other for a long time. So, I mean, we don't really discuss what's going to happen when it happens. We don't even know when it's going to happen.
You pre-gaming out. Yeah, son, so when we get in the middle, right, this is what we gonna do. We gonna put the leg up, you put your arm up.
I mean, usually when something is newly introduced, we're usually we're under the influence.
Yeah.
Or, you know, maybe we're celebrating or trying to rekindle something. But for the most part, I mean, how do you know
what's gonna happen?
How do you know what's gonna happen?
You can walk
unless you flip it over like
you
I
can walk outside right now and just drop dead. Like you can't predict that.
I mean, we don't even know when it's gonna happen because you know we got kids and stuff like that. So it's like if we could catch our son and his daughter in my daughter's room or something like. I mean, I can't even. The best thing I could just say is just do it because I don't know when it's gonna go down. It can go down anytime, anywhere. You don't know, you know?
Yeah.
So if it's something that you just want to do, just do it. But I'm thinking, I kind of know where you're going with this. If it's a man, because some men like certain things, like, so maybe he would have had that discussion with you prior because that's just not something, I mean, that's not something I'm with, but that's just not something that you would just do. Okay, so I mean, it just depends. I guess when we're doing something to a man, then yeah. Alright, next question is what is the oddest thing you ever done and in the oddest place?
Alright. We were at a friend's house in Rochdale, and we went to the roof, right? So you know we was getting it in, you know. So all of a sudden we heard, you know, people talking and shit. So you know we didn't, you know, we young, like, you know, we wasn't thinking nothing of it. Come to find out, it was the fire department. And we went to the roof and we tried to go outside and open the door, but I think it was like a silent alarm or something, but the alarm didn't go off. Somehow, some way, the fire department came to the building, came all the way to where we were at.
Check and see exactly what was that set off the alarm. So
you know,
we were running down the stairs like trying to fix our shit,
fix ourselves and shit. Like they running down, they running up, we running down.
Actually, they ran past us.
They ran past us. My bad.
And we heard and ran down.
And we hurry up and ran over
might have been on
downstairs.
camera. You know, you got camera.
Matter.
Well, we young. Yeah. Okay. For someone who isn't really romantic and spontaneous, how do you get them into it? Well, let me say, he is, but I don't think it's just like something that he's into, but because it's something that I like, he tries. So, I think you just have to voice your reason. Like, let them know, like, listen, like, we're getting older, you gotta step the romance up. I think you just gotta let them know. Like, you know, this is what I really like. So, you know, I don't really say, listen, do X, Y, and Z. I just say, you know, I like romance and stuff like that. So he just goes out his way and try. It's not something that he's into. It's not something that he does. But, I mean, you do what you have to do to please your wife, right?
Pretty much.
So what would be your answer?
Like she said, you know, just, you know, that goes back to your pre-gaming. You can pre-game that into that situation right there. There you go. You know what I'm saying? You know, just, you know, one night y'all having a little dinner, candlelight, y'all out, you guys are out somewhere, or if y'all just in the house and y'all talking, you know, just, you know, one night just let them know, hey babe, listen, you know, I've seen something in the movie, or, you know, I want to try something different, or, you know, see if he's up with it. If he's not, then I don't know what to tell you, big roller.
Or just express it. Listen.
Yeah, listen, this is what
you know,
I like.
I know we got kids and stuff like that.
You know.
I know life happens, you work, whatever, but we need to set aside to do certain things, or you need to do certain things. I mean, with me, it's very little stuff. I mean, I don't ask you to jump off of a building, but I mean, like, one thing I really like is flowers. And he knows that. So, like, any, like, holiday, or just for, like, sometimes flowers, anything like that, like, I'm a softie. So, you just gotta express what it is that you like. Closed mouths don't get fed, so you just let your man know, listen,
I want to try
you're
this
lacking.
tonight. Yeah.
You gotta.
I want to try that tonight. Let's, you know, pre-game 2 weeks down the line on this date. We could.
I mean, or when y'all having conversations, when everything is fine, or maybe y'all having, like, we call each other on breaks and stuff like that. Talk like, listen, you know, we haven't in a while, or you haven't in a while. Shit like that. When in a relationship, if one spouse is caught cheating, if you're in a relationship, do you stay, or how do you work it out?
I put it to you like this. I'm not really the one for all that cheating and going behind the back and all that other crazy shit. But to be honest with you, I don't know how I would handle it. To be honest, I can't. I'm not gonna sit here and say. I'm not gonna sit here and say that, you know, that you know, I want to talk, and, you know, I don't. I'm just being honest as I can. I don't know how I would handle it.
Like I said, if it's a boyfriend, not so much. I mean, I'm not gonna act like I never have. Like, you caught a boyfriend cheating or something like that, I'm not gonna act like I never have. Stay with them, but for the most part, I mean, it happens once. I mean, depending on how much time you have invested in it, I mean, it's up to you personally. Me, maybe. But, I mean, for my husband, definitely. Maybe it's something that's lacking, communication, something. I mean, we're going to check both parties first. We're going to check her and we're going to check him. And then, you know, we can go to a pastor or however you want to do it. But it's just, to me, I have a lot invested in this whole situation right here. So I wouldn't just let it go that easy. And me knowing him, it would have to be something for him to, well, let me not say that, because you never know. But what I feel like I know about him, it would definitely have to be something for him to just up and go and do something. So I mean, I definitely would stay and work it out. And, you know, if it comes to pass again, then I don't think I could do it. And I mean, not like little stupid shit like texts or you know, emails, anything like that. I mean, full on, like, I caught you, blah 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 blah, like that. Yeah.
Again, being honest. I don't know how I'll react to it. I'm just, I'm just being all the way real with you guys. I don't know how I would react. And we're just gonna leave it at that.
The next one was from Candace. And it says, what is the most memorable thing about your relationship?
Kids. That's a memory that'll be in your head and with you for as long as you live. Like, the first day your kids were born. I mean, I wasn't there because I was at work and I made it 2 minutes late. I was 2 minutes late from seeing my firstborn daughter, which is 14 now, being born. But
You was there when she came out.
For me, the most memorable thing that I could say I'm gonna enjoy or remember again will be the birth of my kids and June 23rd, 2012.
Yeah, your wedding.
That's the day we got married.
I have two too. The most memorable day I have is my sweet 16. The reason why I say that is because I was like, yo, I really got a little boyfriend. Like, we did the little pictures and got a little V to the spot, and we was all dressed up. It was like a little that was like a pre-wedding, you know.
Pre-wedding.
To the people that was there, we was like lit, right? But my sweet 16, like, to me that was like my real official first my first official serious relationship as a teenager. I'm like, oh, I've been with this dude for a while and I'm having this big old formal event and he's all dressed up, looking good. So that's one. And the second one is actually September 21st, 1997. When I was like, look, brother, it's either you gonna be my man or
gotta go.
You gotta go. Because we was like seeing each other on a low. Again, we had a friend in common that I was dating. So it was just like, where is this going? What we gonna do? Either we gonna keep it all the way real or you gonna have it and go because I'm good. Like, what we doing? So those are the two most memorable. Besides of course my kids, like he said, but I couldn't say the same thing, so I would have to say those two are the most memorable.
I'd say the same thing. I don't know about you, but
Yeah, my kids, but how memorable could that be? All that freaking pain. With the first one I was in labor for 24 hours. Is that memorable or is that like a freaking tragedy?
it's a memory, man. Man,
It's
I was
terrible.
in pain for a whole day. A whole 24 hours, nigga.
Feet looked like a pack of ground meat. I could
Crazy.
barely walk. I was obese. So the most memorable thing was I was like a size 10 before I had my first daughter. Okay? And then I turned into a freaking house. Yeah, that was the most memorable thing. If you want to go there. This next question is from Just Your Flavor.
Oh, shit.
If you had one thing you would want to try that you've never tried before with your wife, what would it be?
I don't know. That's kind of hard.
did it on like one of those swinging shits that you hang up on the wall.
One thing you want to try.
That's the one thing. On one, like one of them swing.
Well, the one thing
shits.
I would want to try that we've never done before is learn another language. I would love to learn another language.
Man, get your ass out of here, man. Get out of here. This shit.
I would love to learn another language.
Check this out. Parlez-vous français, my nigga. Not one bit. Not well. You know what?
We do miss our family and our friends.
I do miss
Some our
yeah,
family and our friends.
And our friends. I do miss the weed man though. I ain't gonna hold you.
I do miss the nigga that used to cut my hair. Shout out to Job.
Yo!
2-1 in Hollis.
Hey,
I
yo,
don't miss that nigga.
2/3 in Holland.
Oh, 2/3
2-2, I mean.
Yo, you want an ill haircut?
Yo, he's on.
It's a Jamaican cat.
It's a Jamaican cat on Hollis Boulevard, right
It's
across the street from
2/3.
192.
No.
Yeah.
Across from them vacant buildings, they about to turn into a
But it's
shelter.
still 192 across the street from there. Yo, go to him. He in the back. His name is
He got a
Ja.
mohawk. He the only nigga with a mohawk.
His name is Ja.
Nigga is nice. Remember when I used to have that
That's the
slick ass shaved
that's the
side?
one. That's the one thing I miss about New York, my barber. Cause these niggas down here, boy, nigga, yo,
I'm growing out my hair as we speak.
I can't wait to get back to New York. Go get that Ja haircut.
And I do miss buying my son's hats from the Avenue.
Yeah, I kind of miss the Ave a little bit.
Yeah, I miss the Ave a little bit. Get my son sneakers and his hats.
Yeah.
The
we
girls
we used to have a hookup on in the glass sneaker store. You know, let's go see my
Hi,
go see my
Swiss.
man Swiss. You know what I'm saying? If anybody's looking at this, don't tell them that you know me or her because you're not gonna get the discount.
Oh, guys, that was really fun, and I liked the questions. They were a lot more creative this time. They weren't so I'm in love, personal, he broke my heart. It was just like some really good questions. So I really had a good time. I'm hoping that maybe we could do a part 3 to this, or even get some of my girls over here and we do like a girl chat. Let me get some feedback on the bottom of this down below, and you guys tell me, like, should we do a part 3 where it's more, you know, step up from this, or we could talk about something different, or should we do like a girls night? But I had fun. Did you?
Yeah, I always have fun doing these, man.
Yeah?
You know? People
You like
asking
doing
us,
these?
people asking questions and whatnot. You
You
know,
like doing these?
yeah, it's cool.
So guys, we had a good time and loved the questions. I loved everybody who participated. All fun and games. So until next time,
Yeah,
guys.
make sure you guys subscribe to her channel, page, whatever this is going on. You know,
Oh yeah, guys.
she's good.
Follow me on Snapchat, which is Lipstick Nympho. Also follow me on Twitter, which is Glitter Project. Instagram, which is Styles Glam and Glitter. Check out my website, which is www.stylesglamglitter.com. I have some more things coming. I've got a lookbook coming up for back to school. I know a lot of people in Atlanta, kids are going back to school. Not so much New York, but definitely in the South, the kids are going back to school. So I have a lookbook for that. I got a MAC haul, Sephora coming. Hopefully we get a part 3 to this, or maybe we do a get ready with me date night.
Line coming, nigga. Lipstick line coming, nigga.
Hopefully, we
All
speaking
that
into
coming,
existence.
Nigga, word is
Existence.
born, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, maybe we could do a get ready with me, like when we go on our date this weekend.
What, you want me to get ready for you? Or
No.
get you ready?
No, get ready with me. Like, I'll talk to you about it. So, guys, if you would like to see a get ready with us,
Yeah, ready.
leave some feedback down below.
Nobody
But
watching
it's
me
always
put my
fun, you
clothes on.
guys. Keep it hot. Love it. So, I'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.